Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Specifically, welcome to a monster review on the latest team race monster, Patient Cyber. If you remember my initial review of this monster, when I first saw him, I was kind of like, he's not that great. Yeah, he introduces a new mechanic, nanovirus, that blocks positive effects. That's cool and all, but as for the monster himself, he wasn't that great. Wow, it turns out that Patient Cyber actually mutated, or in other words, he got an upgrade. Social Point heard the community and they said we have to make this monster better, and they made him incredibly better just by changing, I think it was primarily one skill. Now, in my initial review, I mentioned if this monster would have had an AoE total blind, he could have been a lot better. He could have been an incredible denier, but that they didn't go the AoE total blind route. They went an even arguably better route. So without further ado, let's level up this monster and take a look at his new skills. Alright, so our first stop is level 20. In level 20 we have 4 of his different skills. Dormant Strain deals moderate metal damage to one enemy, 50% chance of applying Nanovirus. Nanovirus, as I already mentioned, blocks positive status effects. If a monster has a positive status effects and then you use Nanovirus, I don't know if it'll remove it or not. I don't think so, because if you take a look at his ultimate skill, it specifically deals heavy metal damage, it removes positive status effects, and applies Nanovirus. So I don't understand why a skill would have to do both of the things. Like, I hope you understand what I mean. Like, why does this skill remove positive effects if Nanovirus was to block it? But at the same time, we'll find out. I'll test out this monster, see whether or not Nanovirus blocks a status effect, a positive status effect that was already equipped on the monster. Anyhow, Dormant Strain, you do not need this skill. This is like skills group 1. Increased Attachment, this one is interesting. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies Nanovirus twice. So it's no different than like double stun, double chance to possession, higher likelihood of landing Nanovirus, especially against monsters that have the hardened trait, the tough trait, and so on. And I say this is interesting because it's very weird that we had this new mechanic in the game, and we also have the twice version, the double variation version. Normally you would expect like Patient Cyber to come out, introduce Nanovirus, and then like a few months down the line, a new monster gets released that can do double Nanovirus, which increases the likelihood of it landing. Because that's kind of how the games has been going a lot. We have the initial freeze, we have the initial stun, we have initial possession, then we got mega variations, but they still have the same likelihood of landing against a hardened plus monster. So then we got double stun and double possession. So yeah, and just it's interesting. This skill you could honestly run if you want to. It's a maybe. I'll talk about what I would recommend. I like increased attachment, but I don't like it that much to where I'm going to be recommending it. We have Dormant Infection, not a great skill at all. Low metal damage, 25 damage, and a blind to single enemy monster, not a great skill. Let's keep going. Alright, so this is his next set of skills. Mutated Strain deals moderate special damage to one enemy, activates all cooldowns on one single enemy monster. I like this skill a lot. Single cooldowns activated to an enemy monster, it's good in my book. Endemic Pathogen, this is his new skill right here. Moderate metal damage to all enemies and activates the cooldowns on all enemies. We have an incredibly fast metal monster that can do cooldowns activated. How incredible is that? And because of this skill alone, this monster can be run with 3 speedruns. Have him go first. Main denier, incredibly fast denier, who also introduces the Nanovirus mechanic. So you have a deny monster that can activate cooldowns on the enemy team and also prevent them from getting any positive effects. How cool is that? He denies the monsters from doing attacks, and he denies the monster from getting any buffs, any double shield, any double damage, triple damage, any life regen, stamina regen, completely blocked for what, 3 turns? And they also lose some low metal damage. We have another skill here, removes positive effects from one enemy, applies Nanovirus to one enemy. This is a skill that costs no stamina, so if you ever have no stamina, you can use it as much as you need to, but I personally am not a fan of it. I don't think you need to run this skill. And then we have a skill that deals metal damage, heavy metal damage, and total blind to a single enemy monster. So this monster can also deny by terms of total blind to a single enemy monster, which I love. I would say these 3 are must-have skills. Bacterial phages, you can do without this skill. And then as for our last and final skill, it is Force Transduction. Deals moderate metal damage to enemies, applies Nanovirus to all enemies. This is the skill you want. This is your AoE Nanovirus. Incredible. Applies Nanovirus to all enemies. It is an AoE. Now, I say you want it, but at the same time, you could replace, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, you could replace Force Transduction with your single double Nanovirus with increased attachment. And the reason I say that is because when I look at this monster, if you run this monster with 3 speedruns, most of the time, or honestly probably all of the time, you're probably going to start the game off with the AoE cooldowns activated, right? You want to immobilize from turn 1. On turn 2, while you have more options, you can do Total Blind on the next enemy monster, whoever has the next turn in the turn order. Or maybe you know that after the cooldown's activated, maybe you're fighting up a Rockor who you know only has 2 turn cooldown skills, so you don't even have to worry about him. But then there's another enemy monster that you know has a 1 cooldown skill that he can use, so then you can just Total Blind them. So then I feel like it's not until the 3rd turn that you're probably going to be doing a Nanovirus skill. Or you even have Mutated Strain where you can activate cooldowns again. So because I feel that most of the time you're not going to be utilizing your new amazing Nanovirus technique, I kind of feel like you can do without the AoE Nanovirus, and instead maybe you can run the double Nanovirus. That being said, of course you can also start the game off with AoE cooldowns activated, and on the next turn, turn 2, do Nanovirus. Now, I've always said this multiple times, when you develop a team combination, typically the way the game works is you go first, you immobilize the enemy, you have an attacker, and you have a support monster. Your support monster will give your attacker double damage, even triple damage nowadays, and you can probably wipe out 1 or 2 of the enemy monsters. So by the time it's your second turn, do you really need to do something like a Nanovirus, an AoE Nanovirus? No, in that case, I think single target is better. But at the same time, with that being said, there are so many variables, so many factors, so many just outside influencing factors that everything can vary depending on the player, depending on the kind of team you're facing, depending on the kind of monsters you have, the kind of runes you have, the kind of runes your enemy has. There's so many factors. So with that being said, I want to say this is probably the best skill set you can give this monster, in my personal opinion. The cooldown activated, the single cooldown, the single total blind, the AoE cooldown activated, and the AoE nanovirus, again, which you can swap for the double nanovirus. Anyhow, for runes, as I mentioned, this monster, you want to give him 3 speed runes, you want him to go first. Let me level him up all the way to 100. And let's take a look at these amazing stats. Specifically his speed stat, 35-31, he is an insanely fast monster. Which is why you can make him a 3 speed holder, make him go first, make him deny. Alternatively, you could still give him team speed and have him be your support monster, or just your monster that goes 3rd in the turn order. 3rd in your side anyways, and then he does whatever you need him to do. If you have a main denier, let's say you have a AoE possession monster, he goes first, possesses the enemy team, they attack each other, your attacker takes out an enemy monster, Patient Cyber goes last, you're going to have so much flexibility. You can activate cooldowns activated on the remaining enemy monsters, or maybe you want to just single target one monster because you have a higher accuracy, you have 95 accuracy, and so you want to do cooldowns activated on that one enemy monster, or maybe you want to total blind that one enemy monster, or maybe you're facing like a General Ingvar that can do like encouragement and give stamina regen, life regen, all of this stuff. Well, maybe you can just do force transaction. Actually, the more I think about it, this wouldn't work because Ingvar would remove negative effects, I think. So anyhow, but you get my point, right? If you're facing like a General Tomb who you know can do arm troops, give his whole team double life shield, you can do force transaction to remove transduction to remove the possibility of him giving arm troops to his own team. And so again, Patient Cyber, 3 speed runes, or you could run him as a team speed holder. You could run him, I wouldn't say rainbow build. Yeah, he's probably 3 team speed, definitely, because he, like, you don't want to, life rune wouldn't do much except help him stay alive if you're facing ranked up monsters. Strength, I don't think this monster needs at all. He doesn't have that much firepower, as you can see. Even his power stat, not that great. So probably 3 team speed if you're looking for a metal team speed holder. Actually, for that matter, if you're looking for, what books is this monster in? He is in, I have no idea how to find what books he's in. I completely forgot. Anyhow, just to talk about the ultimate room side of effects from all enemies, applies nanovirus and total blind. Great ultimate attack. What books is this monster in? Anyhow, whatever. If you need a team speed holder in whatever books he's in, or if you need a 3 speed, go first and deny monster in whatever books he's in, just rune him however he's best going to benefit your team. He can hold double staff. That is awesome. So if you run the oblation staff, you can drain the enemy's stamina even while doing the cooldowns activated, even while doing the single total blind or the AoE nanovirus. It's probably not the best idea to run oblation staff if you're going to do cooldowns activated because the enemy monster has to recharge anyhow. So oblation staff, not a good thing on this monster. You probably instead want to give him like the regeneration staff, avenging energy staff. That one could work if he's attacked by an enemy monster. A random enemy monster loses stamina. So anyhow, let me level up Patient Cyber to level 110 and let's start utilizing them. And I think I'm going to go the 3 speed route just so I can really showcase this monster. I have a level 10 rune, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stick with a 6 and 2 level 4s until I can get more 6s. So let's do this. I have too many team speed level 6. I should hopefully try to get individual speed runes. So this is what I'm going to utilize. Relics I don't have at the moment. I think I do, but they're on different monsters. Let me see. Level 1, it's fine. Alright, so let's go into battle. Let's go into multiplayer. Let's change my team and let's see what exactly I can do. So we're gonna put in Patient Cyber. And by the way, these are some of my metal monsters. So this is essentially what you should do when deciding what runes to give your monsters. So as you can see, Patient Cyber, sure, I have a Timerion his runes aren't that good. He's 105. So Patient Cyber, way better for immobilizing. Baroness, she's not an immobilizer. I actually want to change her runes to team speed. So we'll do Patient Cyber. We will do, let's see, so Patient Cyber can do codons activated and then the nanovirus stuff. So it doesn't really matter who I use. We're going to use Rossi God because I love him. And I always love being able to give an extra turn to a monster if I need to. Let's give him a powerful Tenacity Shield. And let's also give him a pretty powerful Ablation Trap. That'll help me stay alive. And let's keep Burrito my attacker. Let's actually give Burrito my relic. Nope, it's being utilized. Okay, that's fine. Alright, you know what? I can change it. It won't take too long. Prince Charmless, relics, remove. And I could also use Charmless actually, but no, we'll use Burrito. Alright, sorry, this is taking a little longer than I would have liked. Alright, we can commence. Alright, so who do I want to battle? Well, this is tough, right? All of these are really ranked up, so let's try searching to someone else. Again, everyone's 130. Let's search one more time. I want to essentially get myself in a scenario where I can actually use the monsters. Let's try the middle base. They have a 120 Sammy. The other ones are 130, but they're breedables. I don't think it'll be too bad. Lots of life runes. Perfect. So here we go. A scenario where Patient Cyber is actually going second. Oh, that's interesting. Anyhow, Patient Cyber. Normally you want to go first. Alright, I'm getting attacked. Please don't get stunned. Thank you. And as I mentioned, you're going to start off with codons activated. Activate codons not enemy monsters. It hit everyone, so everyone, their codons are active. Sammy, he's going to be immobilized for like 3+ turns. I don't know if Workaholic has 0 cooldown skills, and I don't know if Nemestrinus has 0 cooldown skills or 1 turn cooldown skills. So I'm just going to operate as normal. Let's go after Workaholic. He's slow and everything, but let's go after him. Burrito attack missed. I got my ult. You know what? Might as well utilize it. And we're going to do 2 times speed. Cool. And then this is why I love Rossigon. Charge with the Resonance. It's basically like my monster is brand new, gets to attack again, with the exception of getting stamina back. Let's attack Worker Hulk. And, oh, he did have a 0 cooldown skill. Worker Hates. Very powerful. Drain some stamina. And see, now it is turn 2. So I could Total Blind an enemy monster, or I can do cooldowns activated again, or I can do the Nanovirus. So let's just do the Nanovirus. So there we go. Nanovirus has hit. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping he does a life regen skill. No life regen, but there we go. Deals low metal damage, blocks positive effects. Let's try to kill Sammy before he does something really bad to me. So there's that. Got another ult. Not gonna use it this time. Let's go Pure Rage. And then we're going to do, oh, skip my turn. Let's attack with Rossigon. Deal as much damage as possible against that Sammy. And he is dead. So it is a 3 against 1 battle. I wanted to do the life regen skill. Bam! There it is. Regrowth. So that's supposed to give the monster life regen. But what do you see? No life regen thanks to Nanovirus. Pretty darn awesome. Pretty darn awesome. Let's hit him with cooldowns activated again. Yeah, he's in so much trouble. Let's go Healing Flesh. 2 times speed. Has to recharge. Let's give my monsters double damage. Let's hit him with cooldowns activated again. Has to recharge. So as long as I keep hitting him with cooldowns activated, he's going to keep recharging and recharging, and the game is as good as mine. Having that single cooldowns activated and the AoE cooldowns activated is so darn powerful. So that's the first successful battle. Let's see if I can find more battles, because most of my opponents are pretty tough. The fact that a 130 breedable could outspeed me is frightening. Let's try the middle base again. I'm scared for the Ultra Bots. Yeah, fast Ultra Bot, but it's cool. I'm metal, he's metal. I'm sure we'll get along fine. Oh, Fire Owl is also going first. Fire Prince's Son, AoE Burning, and Laser Execution. Is that the stun skill? That is not the stun skill. Cool. Ablation Staff. I think my Ablation will trigger. Ablation Trap. So probably not going to win this. But if anything, I just get to showcase cooldowns activated and how powerful it is. Cooldowns activated. Watch as the enemy just recharges. Let's ×4 this. Recharge. Oh, you had a skill. 0 cooldown skill. So let's... I don't even think there's really much of a point in continuing this battle, but I guess we'll just continue it. So I think if I would have left him alone, he would have just recharged. Oh, 84 HP. So let's just see what happens. Dead, dead, dead. Okay, so not a good battle. Again, this is the league, and this is what I was talking about. Depending on where you are, the kind of opponents you're facing, you might have a different experience. Let's see if I have another team speed holder that can give me the speed advantage. Fatid. I guess I'll use Fatid. And maybe, you know what? Maybe not Fatid. I think my Baylor is faster. Yeah, Baylor's a little faster. So let's actually use Baylor. So I'll put a Gersis there. And I'll change you for Baylor. And maybe Fatid would be smarter, but it's fine. Let's see. Who do I want to go up against here? Jonathan, maybe. You have a Hackster. Let's try it. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And nope, that Hackster is fast. Alright, maybe I won't get hacked. Maybe that's what we can do. Pesty Trap, Tenacity Shield, Black Hat. So all my monsters did get possessed. Let's see what happens. He total blinded my own monster. And I'm getting wrecked. So yeah, I'm not going to continue this battle. But I guess it's not the best thing to showcase when you know the enemy is probably going to outpace you. Let's go ahead and give myself another attack. And let's go back into the multiplayer. Let's refresh. Let's identify a target. Nope, let's refresh. And we might have to go into my defense log. Yeah, I don't see anyone here who I can outspeed. So we'll go to the defense log. We'll go all the way down. We'll check out the profile. And I'm pretty sure I can outspeed everyone here. So I'm just going to attack. Alright, Jose, let's do this. I'm going to click fight. Yep. So let's do... We'll do 4 times speed. Cooldowns activated. Poisonous Sight. And charge with Rosinance. No. They are not giants. Let's give everyone double damage. Recharge. Rotten Gaze. And recharge. Cool, cool. Let's remove now. This one Force Nanovirus. I don't even think it really came in too much in handy. So yeah, I'm kind of finding that Nanovirus, it's cool and all. It's an amazing effect or a nice effect, but how many times do you really utilize it? I'm kind of seeing not that much. Not that much is what I'm seeing. Let's give my Cyber another churn. Let's hit an AoE cooldowns activated again. And dead. Rotten Gaze. Can't do anything. You have to recharge. Let's recharge here. Let's total blind. Let's just do my ult. Win with Rossigon. So yeah, this is Patient Cyber in a nutshell. I think the main thing, the Nanovirus is, again, it's cool and all, but I still feel like the main thing he really has going for him is the fact that he's a fast cooldown activated monster. The Nanovirus, as cool as it is, it's just not getting that much usage. Let's see if I can find a scenario where someone can give a positive effect to their team. If I was farther up, I would know. There's like a Panda Claus place. Let's try this. Maybe he'll put a team shield. Let's remove everyone. Let's put Patient Cyber. Because I want to find out what happens if a monster has a positive effect. And then I nanovirus them. So let's put some monsters that'll die. Perfect. Fight. And let's ×4 this. Let's start off with, yeah, just a recharge. Protection. Perfect. Cool. Already did it. So see, he has a positive effect. We're going to do Force, which applies nanovirus. And does it remove the positive? It does. So there's really no need to remove positive effects if nanovirus just removes positive effects. I guess with the exception of evasion. If an enemy monster has evasion like Elvira, when you have a skill like his ultimate that says remove positive effects and then applies nanovirus, that's where it would come in handy, because you wouldn't be able to land nanovirus on a monster that has evasion, because a monster that has evasion ignores all of that. So with that being said, I believe that is going to conclude my video on Patient Cyber. I really hope you all enjoyed. I really hope it was informative. I really hope it was helpful. I am really grateful to Social Point for the fact that they actually updated this monster and made him a lot better. Because when I was doing the team race, I was kind of thinking like, What are we really racing for? I don't need this monster, but now he's definitely usable. On my baby account, I got him level 110. On my main account, 115. I definitely needed a fast metal monster that can immobilize, so I'm happy for that. Especially a fast one that has the tough trait, 35% chance to not get immobilized, and can hold double staff. That is so darn awesome. And so anyhow, that is going to conclude this video. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Let me know, how are you going to use this monster? What runes will you give him? What skills will you give him? Are you going to give him the AoE nanovirus, or are you like, it's kind of a niche cool skill, but I don't need it that much, a little situational? I'll give him the double nanovirus. I don't know, whatever thoughts are going in through your mind, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.